That's going to cause her to spend even more gas in her tank.
Whoa! What a cross!
Bianca Belair sends a message to male WWE Superstar. It's not her husband Montez Ford. Bianca Belair has sent a message to current WWE Superstar Angelo Dawkins. Dawkins is the tag team partner of Belair's real-life partner, Montez Ford. The Street Profits are former multi-time tag team champions. Formed in 2016, the duo of Dawkins and Ford have won the Raw Tag Team Championships, the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, and the NXT Tag Team Championships. On social media, Belair shared an edited photo that hilariously presented Dawkins as her and Ford's child. Belair and the Street Profits are signed to WWE SmackDown. The EST is the reigning WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. She initially won the titles with Jade Cargill, who was written off WWE TV due to an injury. On last week's edition of SmackDown, Belair teamed up with Naomi to defeat Nia Jax and Candice LeRae to retain the Women's Tag Team Championship on behalf of the injured Cargill. Meanwhile, the Street Profits are involved in the WWE Tag Team Championship title picture. They were previously attacked backstage before a title match against now former champions, Motor City Machine Guns. Vince Russo believes Bianca Belair is not a great worker. Vince Russo has explained why he believes Bianca Belair is not a great worker. The EST was criticized for failing to sell her injuries. When I'm seeing Bianca Belair having her entire side taped up, and then the next moment she's pressing Piper Niven, no, that's not a great worker, Chris, because I didn't believe it for a second, Russo said. Your ribs are totally fine. First of all, you would never try to put that weight up. Second of all, you're putting that weight up, you would collapse to your knees if the rib injury was legitimate. So no, not a great worker, Chris. Belair and Naomi are expected to defend the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship till Jade Cargill returns. Bianca Belair shared a new look ahead of tonight's edition of WWE Raw. The EST is currently one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions and successfully defended the titles in the main event of this past Friday's edition of SmackDown. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill captured the Women's Tag Team Championship for the second time by defeating the Unholy Union, Alba Fire, and Isla Dawn at Bash in Berlin earlier this year. However, Jade Cargill was the victim of a heinous attack by a mystery assailant last month on SmackDown and has not returned since. Belair took to X, FKA Twitter, ahead of tonight's edition of Raw to reveal a stunning new look. Naomi replaced Jade Cargill in the tag team this past Friday night on SmackDown. Belair and the Glow defeated Nia Jax and Candice LeRae to retain the gold. The champions were interviewed following the victory, and the 37-year-old dedicated the win to Jade Cargill. Former WWE writer suggests Bianca Belair is unhappy being in a tag team. Wrestling legend Vince Russo recently suggested that Bianca Belair was unhappy with WWE putting her in a tag team with Jade Cargill. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Writing with Russo, the veteran noted that Bianca Belair used to be a major single star, but has now been relegated to representing just the tag team division. Russo suggested that being in a tag team was a step down for the 35-year-old, given her accomplishments as a WWE superstar. Bianca Belair was a women's champion. So she's here, gestures high. Oh, okay, Bianca, now we're going to put you with Jade Cargill, and you will be tag team champions. Bro that's here now, gestures low. Thinks about that. If I am Belair, I am like, well, wait a minute. I was the women's champion. Now you're going to put me in a tag team? I would have an issue with that. That's not progressing. That's coming down, he said. SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis has launched an investigation to figure out who attacked Jade Cargill last month, but has been unable to find the culprit so far. Only time will tell when WWE decides to reveal who was responsible for the brutal attack on the former AEW star. Major WWE star accuses Bianca Belair of brutal Jade Cargill attack. A major WWE superstar has accused Bianca Belair of attacking Jade Cargill on social media today. Cargill was attacked on the November 22nd edition of WWE SmackDown and has not returned since. The Storm was supposed to compete in the Women's War Games match at Survivor Series, but was replaced by Bayley following the recent attack on the former. The role model, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Io Sky picked up the victory in the Women's War Games match at the Premium Live event over the team of Liv Morgan, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae, and Raquel Rodriguez. Meanwhile, Chelsea Green took to her FK Twitter account to make a major accusation against Bianca Belair today. The former Women's Tag Team Champion suggested that the EST was the mystery assailant who attacked Cargill last month. Green is currently participating in the tournament to be crowned the inaugural Women's United States Champion at Saturday night's main event on December 14th. She is set to fight Bayley in the semi-final on the upcoming edition of SmackDown. Former WWE writer claims the company should put a title on Chelsea Green. Former head writer for WWE, Vince Russo, recently claimed that Chelsea Green was the best part of the show and that the company should put a title on her. Green captured the Women's Tag Team Championship alongside Sonya Deville last year. Deville suffered a torn ACL shortly after winning the title and was replaced in the tag team by Piper Niven. The duo had an impressive reign before losing the gold to Katana Chance and Kaden Carter in December 2023. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Bro Down, available via Backstage Pass, Russo stated that he loved Green as a character. The legend suggested the company should make her a babyface and have her become a champion on WWE SmackDown. The best part of the show, bro, Russo began. I love Chelsea Green. I've made that known. I am a Chelsea Green mark. She clearly gets it. If you put that freaking belt women's title on Green, and they don't even have her in the picture, she would get over as a huge babyface, bro. Green has never won a singles title on WWE's main roster. Only time will tell if she can become the inaugural Women's United States Champion at Saturday night's main event. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defend title against Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend. In a backstage confrontation on NXT, Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend stepped to Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill and made it clear that they want a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship opportunity. Without hesitation, the powerful title holders accepted the challenge, with the condition that the match take place on Friday night. SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis has made the high-stakes matchup official. Don't miss the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship Showdown this Friday at August 7th on SmackDown on USA. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair appeared on WWE NXT, and they are set to compete on October 8th. On the October 1st episode of WWE NXT, Lola Vice and Jada Parker face Fallon Henley and JC Jane of Fatal Influence. Parker and Vice struggled to coexist, and Parker ultimately walked out on Vice mid-match. Fatal Influence took advantage of the situation and scored the win. After the bell, Fatal Influence set their sights on NXT Women's North American Champion Kalani Jordan, who was at ringside. She said that she had a feeling they would call her out, so she did not come alone. WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill T.